Welcome back guys. In this video we are going to learn about the conditional statements. So here on the screen you can see a real life example. If your age is greater than 18, you can vote. Okay? And if your age is less than 18, that simply means you cannot vote. But how can a computer understand this? How can a computer, if I give an input to a computer that hey Mr. Computer, my age is 17, can I vote? Or I can, I can't. So this is done using the conditional statements. So without wasting much time, we will move on to the practicals. I have created a file named cond.java. First, I will create a class, public class cond. Then I will write public static void main string arguments int integer a is equal to 10, integer b is equal to 20. Or what we can do, we can simply write int age and take age from the user. Right here scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Then right here sopln, enter your age, then age equal to sc.nextInt. Then as we have taken input from user, now we will check that our age is greater than 18 or not. So for that we will use the conditional statement if statement. Then if we are checking right now that if my age is greater than 18, then what you can do, just print you are eligible to vote. Or my age is not greater than 18, that is a false condition, then print that you are not eligible to vote. What happens here, whatever condition written inside the if statement, if that condition is true, that means if that particular condition is true, then only the things inside this bracket will run, else this whole thing will be skipped by our program and we will jump to the else statement. What we have in the else statement is that apart from this condition, whatever the case is, we will print this, that is you are not eligible to vote. If this condition matches, if age is greater than 18, then it's well and good, you are eligible to vote. We will enter this bracket and everything inside this bracket will run. But if this condition is false, we will jump to the else statement and whatever the else statement says, that will be printed. And one more thing, if this condition becomes true, that means this particular statement has been executed, then there is no need to execute the else statement. The computer will not execute this else statement. We will skip after executing this particular statement, we will move out from the program. Or if something is written after this else statement, we will jump to that. Since in this particular code we have not written anything apart from after the else statement, then we will simply just move out of this program. So what we will do, we will simply open our terminal. So we have opened our terminal and now I will compile my file using the code java c and write our file name cont.java and press enter. If there is see, we got an error, that is okay. So what does this error means? Let me decode this for you. Here it says that symbol class scanner and location class cond. In this particular file, the compiler cannot find anything named scanner. There's no thing, a compiler can't understand what is the scanner as, and where here we can see the line number, the fourth line number that is here, the scanner word is not defined, not understood by the compiler. Why? Because as you can see here, we have not imported any file. So before this we have to just simply write import java.util.scanner. If you import scanner class, then only the functions, methods and different things of scanner class we can use. And if we want to import all the files of util package, then for that we will just write here import java.util.start, end it with a semicolon, and we are done now. Again, once again open our terminal and write here java c cond.java. Press enter. So no error. Now we will execute our code java cond, and once again press enter, and let's write our age as 23. Congratulations, you are eligible to vote. Let's do one thing. Once again check this. Once again we will execute this file. Write our age as 13. Now let's see what will happen. You are not eligible to vote. There are basically three kind of conditional statements. Let me write it down here. We have if, then we have else, then we have else if. Okay, so here if we delete this one, if we erase this one, we can simply execute this also. If we only want to check that someone is greater than 18 or not, if we just want to check one condition and we don't need any kind of clarification, we don't want to give our user any kind of clarification, then we can use this statement. This is also true. Let me show you. Just run this program. First we have to compile it, as we have edited the code. Now enter your age, that is 37. If we write 37 here, you are eligible to vote. We got a message. But what if we write some value that is lesser than 18? Let's write 14. Now as you can see, since we have not specified any such case in which what to write if the value is lesser than, if the age is lesser than 18, so we didn't got any kind of output here. So if you want to show our user some output if the condition is false, at that case we use the else statement, as we have used earlier. Else you are not eligible to vote. Here we only have two conditions to check. One is that age is greater than 18 or not, and if age is not greater than 18, then it must be lesser than 18. There can't be any third possibility. So for such cases we can use if and else statement. Else statement can't be used single-handedly. We need an if statement for an else statement. Okay, but let's suppose there are few cases in which we have multiple conditions to check. Like let me show you this with an example. Let's first delete this, and then what we can do, we will take a new integer, that is marks. Okay, and here enter your age. In case of enter your age, we can replace it with enter your marks, and then here marks equal to sc.next int. Here let me remove this one. If marks is greater than let's do 80%. If we say if marks is greater than 80%, then the candidate is, congratulations, you are an A grade. Similarly, if the marks is lesser than 80% and greater than 60%, for example, else if marks is greater than equal to 60% and less than 80%, we got a B grade. And then if less than 40% and greater than 40% and less than 60%, you got a C grade. And else you failed. Sorry, let me explain this to you. Here what we are doing in the first condition, in this if condition, we are checking that if our marks is greater than, if the marks of the student is greater than 80, if it is greater than 80, then what we have to print, we have to print congratulations, you got A grade, an A grade. In second condition, since we have multiple conditions to check, like in the previous example in which we were checking age, there were only two conditions. Either your age will be greater than 18 or your age will be lesser than 18 if for being eligible to vote. There can't be any third condition that if your age is greater than 13 or your age is lesser than 15, then you are not eligible to vote, but you are going to be eligible to vote in few years. No need for that complexity. Okay, but here in case of marks, we have multiple conditions. That first condition is if my marks is greater than 80, then I am a A grade student. If else, else if my marks is greater than 60 and it is less than 80, it comes between the range of 60 to 80, then good job, you got a grade. Similarly, if it is in range of 40 to 60, you got a C grade. And else the last condition, that means your marks is less than 40, sorry, you failed. So let's check this program. For that, we will open our terminal. What we can do, we can clear it so it will look fresh. Now right here, Java C cond.java, press enter. We have, okay, so we deleted a bracket, so now our code will run perfectly, I guess. Let's check. Yes, no errors, congratulations. Once again, Java cond, press enter. Enter your marks. So first we will enter 55. Let's see what kind of student I am. You got a C grade, keep working hard. Okay, now we will enter something like 87. Congratulations, you got an A grade. Now we will give a value 67. Good job, you got a B grade. And at last we will write here 34. Unfortunately, you failed. Don't give up, try again. That's true, that's a fact for life. Never give up, keep trying, and always learn from your failure. So this is all about if, else if, and else. That is the conditional statements. Hope to see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning.